Hi there. We're logged in live to the ITM 2.0, which is the second version of the Internet Time Machine that we've been developing for quite a while now, and which is due for release next week. Now, we're proud to announce some fantastic new features with the Internet Time Machine's version 2.0 interface. We've now introduced geographical targeting, geo-targeting, the ability to see where the physical location of a new emerging niche market is at this point in time. With the new interface, we're able to show you where a niche is physically located, and this opens up tremendous new opportunities for research altogether. The niche marketing arena is set to get completely evolved with this new introduction of geo-targeted niche marketing research that we've just introduced with the Internet Time Machine's version 2.0. The Internet Time Machine can now take you directly to the physical location where the niche market is surfaced, and I'll demonstrate today with a few examples in a very popular niche market at the moment, which is not a product market. It's a news-oriented market, and that's politics. So there's been quite a bit of heat to do with scandals like the Prince Andrew scandal in the United Kingdom, and there's quite a bit of debate going on, and quite some opinions in both negative and positive sentiment that are propping up regarding President Obama and his various plans and his ratings going down, and somewhere his ratings going up. Well, with the Internet Time Machine, we're able to now research and find where all those rankings are high or low, or what is the spread across the United States of President Obama's influence, and what areas show niche sensitivity, as we say, which means that where in the United States is his influence most prominent. And the geo-targeting features of the ITM 2.0 will allow us to see where all his influence could possibly be improved in order to further his rankings. Now, this is a capability that traditionally has been in the hands of top league market research firms who go out and conduct physical surveys and go out and physically enter regions where a political candidate may not be so entrenched, where his influence is not so high. So people physically go out there and search for such trends and make assumptions and observations and send out people to conduct surveys and the whole thingamajig. It's long-winded, it's very expensive, and it doesn't give you the level of detail and the level of reach that the Internet Time Machine's version 2.0 interface can now provide. We're going to conduct a little search to do with Obama, just Obama, see what the Internet Time Machine has to say regarding Obama, and then go out and see where in the United States Obama's influence is most prevalent, and make a judgment as to how Obama's influence may be furthered, how it can be improved, and what states are showing significant impact when you think Obama. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go straight into the ITM's core trends analysis section and type in Obama to see what all's happening regarding Obama. We're now faced with 100 results from 4 pages worth of results, so we've got a total of 400 results on file to do with just Obama. And as you can see, the detail of these niche markets is fairly intense. It's quite politically intense. If you look at the key phrase niches themselves, you'll see that it's should Obama control the internet, should Obama's plans for education, signs, backs the mosque, fairly heated topic, Obama's signs, Obama's Washington visit, speech, union bill, fairly intense topic. You have Mr. Obama, generic term, Generation Obama, reasons Obama is a good president, things Obama has done wrong. As you can see, these are fairly volatile, fairly detailed niches that have emerged across the United States that you can't really get from keyword tools like Google, which just tell you what's happening on Google. Obama's budget for February, Obama's plane, Obama's World Bank policies, Mr. Obama versus President Obama. I mean, there's a whole plethora of information to do with the Obama niche markets that have surfaced to do with Obama, and we're just going to select one of them, one or two of them, and go ahead and see, using the ITM 2.0's new geographical location system, which allows us to go and find the physical locations where these niche markets are emerging. So I'm going to conduct a little bit of research to show you the true power of the new ITM 2.0 system. We're going to search for fairly generic terms to do with Obama, and the ITM will give us some results and will point us on this map here to locations where this niche market is currently going pretty hard. And we're going to be able to assess what Obama's campaign team could potentially do to improve his rankings in the USA. Let's go ahead and do just that. So I'm going to type in a few generic issues to do with Obama. So health comes to mind, security comes to mind, policy to do with energy policy comes to mind, and a few other generic areas like that. Let's just target energy, security, and health for now. So I'm going to type in health Obama, a very generic term to do with Obama's regime, and type in just United States, and select a radius, geographical radius of roughly 2,500 kilometers, so we can cover almost the entire state base of the United States. Go ahead and click search, and the ITM goes away to find us niche markets to do with exactly that. As you can see, the level of research is fantastic. We now have a visual of where niche markets to do with, or just public sentiment to do with Obama's health-related plans, issues, or bills that he's taken out, where emphasis is quite prevalent in the United States. As you can see, from a campaigner's perspective, the states of Oregon, Idaho, Wyoming, Utah, Nevada, California, Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, Mexico itself down there, show almost no niche presence, which is a phenomenal thing to see, because that shows that that entire area you see over there consists of mostly negative sentiment towards Obama's health regime, health plans, anything to do with health bills that he's released. It's quite fascinating to see this as a visual overview, because as a campaigner, as a market researcher, I could take this into account and possibly advise the US president's team to possibly look into those states and see what may be prevalent that is preventing his rankings from improving in those regions for anything as far as health is concerned, health plans are concerned. Let's go ahead and search for energy to do with anything that's related to Obama in the energy realm, and select just type in United States here and select a radius of 2,500 kilometers, and go ahead and see what we've got there. We now have a distinctly different overview. We've now lost Washington. A little while ago, we had Washington in the picture for health-related issues, but for energy, you can see that it's mostly the dominant states like Florida, Texas, and you've got Pennsylvania, New York, a bit of Virginia, and the rest of the states is relatively non-existent for the energy niche, for the energy-related regime to do with Obama. And that's a fascinating statistic, because as a researcher, I can look at this and go, oh my God, we've got a lot to do in the remaining states of the USA to do with energy influence that Obama has. I'll go ahead and search for a little more on, say, security to do with Obama over a radius of 2,500 kilometers. And as you can see, rankings for security are even lower. You have states like Oklahoma, Kansas, and Nebraska, borders of Nebraska, Pennsylvania, and New York that are the only states showing any niche influence for Obama in the security realm. You can double confirm this using the latest news bites that are talking about Obama's views, Obama's plans for the Guantanamo Bay, and how controversial that issue has remained. The emphasis Obama has in the energy realm, in the security realm, is the lowest compared to energy and health that we researched a little while ago. We're now able to provide live, on-the-go information to do with any subject and provide you a physical insight and tell you where all those locations are, where a niche is emerging, or where influence is little, or where influence is high. We're able to get that sort of research and go down to street level. When I say street level, I really mean street level. Let me just show you what happens when we go ahead and see what physical locations within the areas of Baltimore, are showing prevalence for Obama's health plans, we can actually literally go down to street level and notice that it's a fairly urban area that is exhibiting this sort of trend. I'm not very versed with what Baltimore is like, so I can tell you that this is a fairly urban area from the looks of it, and the influence, the emphasis on this niche that's probably coming out of here is coming from a fairly educated to highly qualified sector, a white-collar sector of people. Now, this is fantastic research. This is research that you can only do when you get down into the street, get down and conduct surveys at that level. But the ITM does this for you and provides that level of research to you right here through the interface. We're actually able to go down to street level and find out the physical surroundings of the area that's produced such an emphasis. So this was just to give you a sneak peek into what we've got on offer for you. As of next week, the Internet Time Machine 2.0 will be going live, and you will have access to this breadth of research. What it means to Internet Time Machine members is that you can actually conduct research in and around your areas of interest. So, for example, if you're based in Baltimore, you could conduct research for anything you desire. For example, say you're looking for dog collar niches in and around the areas of Baltimore. So you could actually conduct that sort of research in and around Baltimore and see, obviously over a fairly lower radius than that, say about 500 kilometers, you could search in and around the Baltimore area and see that you've got quite a bit of a market out there in that region for it, and then you can actually go ahead and conduct research as to whether you'd be successful using a PPC campaign or would you be better off using an SEO campaign. It's all up to you from there on. But yeah, this is how far we can go now. The ITM 2.0 has come a long way, and we're now able to give you depth in research that only the world's most famous market research companies can provide you, and they use very physical means of doing it. They go down to street level. We're giving you street level right here through the time machine itself. I hope you've enjoyed it. There's a lot more coming your way, so please stay tuned, and it's high time for anyone who's not a gold or platinum member to really consider upgrading, because you have no idea what you're missing. Alright, speak to you soon.